Day 22 of the Radio Free Skaro Fluid Links Advent Calendar. We're almost at the end here, folks. It would be wrong to not get another question from Michelle Shelley Lee Nicholson. I'm trying to invent another name. She confirmed that she changes her name periodically just to to throw me off, keep it fresh in the Fluid Links thing. So that's good that we've inspired her at TARDIS Blue 1963 to do that. But the question, this one here is, Jodie Whittaker said she hopes boys know it's okay to look up to women with the new era. As boys, talking to us now, who were fictional female characters you admired?
Wonder Woman.
Oh, I was going to say Wonder Woman. You stole mine. Wonder Woman.
Big time.
Yeah.
Growing up watching the Linda Carter show? Hell yeah.
Yeah. And like that was before, we sort of appreciated Linda Carter for other reasons when we became
when you're the 8, you don't appreciate her for any reason.
4. Yeah, I was like 4 or 5. I don't even remember the invisible plane. I just remember her spinning around and like busting the bullets off the
lasso
bracelets. I don't remember the
lasso. And let's not
either.
forget the Bionic Woman, which I like better than the $6 Million Man, to be honest with you.
I think a few people did. Yeah, who was in that? What was it? Why can't it? Lindsay Wagner. Lindsay Wagner. Yeah, I remember liking that show.
And one I'll throw out there that's a little more dated. Diana from V.
That was more teenage boy fixation.
Well, you're a couple years older than I am, so I wasn't quite there with her.
I want to point out that Warren is about 4 years older than Chris and myself. So
I will give you Eleanor Arroway from Contact, which is probably one of my favorite characters in fiction of all time, at least on film.
Right.
And I would also say, because I just played this game, Horizon Zero Dawn, the main character Aloy, and then I can't explain anything else without spoiling it, but yeah, she's an awesome character that anybody can look up to. And indeed, if young boys are playing that video game, then they are playing as her. There's no choice you can't play anybody but her. And so throughout the course of the game, you'll be like, yeah, she's awesome, because she basically saves the world, right? So
I was at the time in the 80s when I played the game. I was as shocked as anybody to find out that Samus was a woman when you beat Metroid.
Yeah, but it's kind of a throwaway, honestly. It's not. And Ripley in specifically in Aliens, where she whoops some serious butt.
When speaking of video games, I always whenever I have a chance, I always play as a female character, be it a human or some lizard.
The guys are just boring, honestly.
They are, honestly. And often women have the better fashion choices in these games. Like when I'm playing like Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm like, I'm going to walk around. I don't want to walk around in some dude clothes. I'm a dude. I wear dude clothes. Let's go shopping and get some high heels and then get some big guns.
All the male characters are like, I'm an alpha male, roar!
Exactly.
That's boring. Who cares?
Yeah.
Their quips are terrible. Like, sucks to be you, bruh. I remember playing not Game of Thrones, Gears of War,
right?
And it was all like dude bro yelling at each other. I'm like, I just want to shoot aliens. Come on, do I have to listen to this nonsense?
Yeah, like I'm always FemShep and Shepard in Mass Effect 3. I played that.
If I have a choice, like my Fallout 4 character is a woman, I always play a woman because they're more interesting to play video games. Like they just are.
They really are. Also, kicking it back to the original question, as boys, I also liked Connie Selica in The Greatest American Hero.
Yes, I agree.
But then I started to. I actually came to. I had a big long think about this, because then I also liked Mary Tam as Romana. Was like also had that similar kind of impact. Like I saw her when I was 8 or 9 or something like that. So it was sort of carrying on in a line, and then. I have a wee bit of a crush on Jenna Coleman. And then when that happened, I sort of thought, wait a second, Linda Carter, Connie Selica, Jenna, I basically had a crush on the same woman for 40 years. Yeah. And I'm wondering if my little childhood mind, when I was 4 or 5 or 6, when I was watching Wonder Woman and Greatest American Hero, maybe I just didn't put together that these were different people. I just thought, the brunette woman is here to help me through life and things and make things are okay and stuff, because I was kind of scared by William Catt and his weird outfit and his big hair and stuff in Greatest American Hero.
Let's throw in Dana Scully, too, while we're at it. Because I was deeply smitten, but she also kicked some serious ass, too.
I never watched the X-Files.
You're
did I.
I never had
awful
that.
person.
None. Never watched the X
But
Files.
I'll put a couple out there, Warren, that I think you'll quite agree with. Linda Hamilton, Terminator 2.
Yep, absolutely.
Sarah Douglas, Superman.
She,
Sarah
she-
Douglas.
Sarah Douglas.
She plays.
Yeah.
What are the
She was
three?
Zod's.
Oh yeah, definitely yes. Okay,
What's her name?
I can't remember Ursa,
Ursa. Ursa's
Something
her
like
name.
that.
That's right.
but I never really
Or
admired
even,
her. She's
even
just
for
a
that
bad
matter,
guy.
Margot Kidder is Lois Lane in Superman as
Lane.
well.
Canadian Margot
She was awesome
Kidder.
in that.
Yeah, she was.
She's
pretty good
awesome,
in that.
and you don't get any Lois Lanes with as much spark to him. In fact, there's a whole 1970, let's say 6 to 82 tradition of that. Like, I can't remember the actress's name, but Marion in Raiders of the Lost Ark, same thing.
Karen Allen.
Like, not gonna yeah, thank you, Karen Allen. Is not gonna take any of your crap. Like she's not coming along for the ride. She's gonna punch dudes out too.
It's fascinating, isn't it? How like the late 70s, early 80s sort of spawned this, like, hey, let's have like really cool women characters in movies and TV shows. And it's almost
But then
like,
86, Sigourney Weaver does it in Aliens, and everybody's like, "What a revelation!" I'm like, "But you've been doing this
yeah,
for like the last 5, 6, 7, 8
exactly,
years. And
yeah.
Probably earlier, if I can think. There's probably a few examples I'm not thinking of.
Well-
Captain Hepburn in pretty much anything in the 40s, 50s.
yeah, I know, but it sort of goes in waves. You think that, okay, this is the time we're going to have all these sort of like great women as lead characters in shows, like crying out loud, like Maude. Let's go back and
Well, the reason
I'm
it's
serious.
probably in waves is because it's always old dudes in Hollywood, one way or the other, deciding this, and one set of old dudes says, "That's a great idea," and the next set goes, "I don't like that."
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's
you know
it's
how to
always
change that. It's
mo-
pretty easy.
Most of the 1980s was basically a reaction to the feminism of the 1970s, and I hope that I
A
hope,
reaction to the 70s generally. So
yeah, and I hope that we're not in another endless cycle of like, hey, wow, Wonder Woman's the #1 film at the box office, and Doctor Who's now a woman and all like that, and in 3 or 4 years' time, we're gonna have some more reaction. No, we need to put women on pedestals and heavy metal videos and stuff, and that's the way
I
they
really
should be
don't think it's
seen.
going to go that far.
Hope not.
I doubt it anyway.
Yeah,
I don't think the millennials of today would. They're not as stupid as we were.
No. Be smart, millennials. Don't make the same mistakes that our generations did.
Make entirely new and even worse mistakes.